The Miss Grand International Beauty Pageant will be hosted in Myanmar in the 2024 year, upsetting many people due to the unstable situation in the nation at the moment. Today, we are joined by Sophia Sarkis, Mrs. Universe Australia Charity Queen, who also happens to be from Myanmar. She's joined us today to discuss her perspective of things, as well as to discuss how people should be reacting to this troubling news. Mrs. Sarkis, thank you for joining us today. How are you?
Good, thank you, Joseph, and thank you for inviting me to speak up against about Miss Grand International to be hosted in Myanmar 2024. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, we're glad to have you. As a beauty queen yourself, how do you feel to see a beauty pageant being held in Myanmar now during this troubling political situation?
Pretty appalling, I would say. Really, I'm so shocked, to be honest with you, that to be held in Myanmar due to the ongoing crisis that especially what Myanmar people are facing right now. The country, and many people are suffering and dying, and we are still at war. We are from our country and people fighting to regain the democracy. So to host such an event, this is not a time period. It's disgraceful. It's disrespectful to our leader, who is currently in jail. We have a leader, Aung San Suu Kyi. Our leader is still in prison. We couldn't even help to free our leader, and the country to be host this beauty pageant is. I lost my words, and it is really shameful to men and to accept to do this such event in the country that way, and many people struggling with everything that from food to the job, the security, everything is going upside down. A country that losing all the freedom. I don't think this event should be held in Myanmar.
All right. What was your very first reaction when you heard the news? Like, what were your first words?
I was like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, this announcement making it to go, and I mean, the Myanmar shouldn't be even considering to do this event for next year or upcoming years until we regain our democracy, freedom for the people, bring back the peace and restore the peace to the country when people are setting and we finish the revolution. Also, that this news will be distracting to many people that who are fighting us, like people that we are still fighting for our country and speak up against the country situation to help getting the international support, and we're getting all the distract with such news to slow down the revolution. And I don't think this is a good news for most of these people that who are currently residing outside of Myanmar. It is a shock news. Yes.
Absolutely. For those who are joining us today who are not entirely familiar with the situation in Myanmar, I will do a quick recap. So I'll have to get my date right. I think it was late 2021. Is that right, Sophia? When the legitimate
February
leader
2021. February 2021.
February
1st of February
2021.
2021.
Thank you.
Yes.
Absolutely. When the legitimate leader of Myanmar was overthrown in a military coup, putting in place a military junta government, which has breached the rights of the Myanmar people repeatedly, causing a very difficult situation in the nation. And now, as Sophia mentioned in her earlier answer, there is now a revolutionary process in place, I'll say, to try and restore legitimacy and put democracy in Myanmar. Would you say that covers the brief history adequately, Sophia?
Well, I would say that the military is not a government. Military is the military that is supposed to be protecting the country and the people of Myanmar. We have a president. We have a advisor, that our leader, that Aung San Suu Kyi, state councillor. We have a government, a legitimate government that win their seat to reform a new government position. And during that transition period, that military has taken military coup that took place, that everyone in February 2021. And due to that situation, people are still fighting against to win back the freedom and to regain the democracy and restore the peace. We weren't able to do it, and our leader is in prison. Our president is still in prison. We have no leader. All we have was terrorists ruling the country and killing the innocent people.
From a beauty contestant point of view, what impact do you think this will have on them personally, being part of a beauty competition in such an unstable part of the world right now?
Have a big impact on both sides. It will have a big impact on the country, that this is we have a 54 millions of people that people are really struggling, and many of the people can and enjoy such event, especially the country in a war situation that many people life were lost, that I previously said it, and we are still fighting, and we are still in the revolution process, that we still cannot we still succeeded yet, and we are still fighting together from inside and outside of. So by bringing this event, there's no security, and military is people and arresting the people. So it's not really safe for the contestant as well. Such event, I myself that know that involved in the beauty pageant, that we have involved with a lot of contestants, that a lot of process to compete in the competition, especially coming from all over the world to compete in a country that there will and in no security that can offer. So how could this event can run and make this happen, and that happen? It's not going to be from the supporting of the people of Myanmar. It will only be the supporting from the people of the military side, that minority of the people and minority of the that who are sided with a military. So I don't see that this event will bring the good news and good impact to the international national, and I don't think that the Miss Grand Internationalization should be considered in the Myanmar, because Myanmar country is not at peace.
Yeah.
So there is no security to offer the contestant.
So you would say that the contestant lives are at risk, but do you think the military would risk killing a foreign beauty contestant, which could cause an international incident?
Well, I mean, I don't know what to say, that they are like a whether kill or don't kill, because I'm not sure about that process. But all I can know is all the contestants is not safe to travel to Myanmar, especially a time like this. We have a ongoing situations fighting people. The contestant life is also at risk, and the country is not, because of not country is safe. The people shouldn't be traveling to be involved in this such.
As we get closer to the event, what international reaction do you think people all around the world will have as they start to realize something this big is happening in Myanmar, despite the difficult situation there now? How do you think people around the world and in Australia will react to it?
Like, sadly, since Myanmar situation that happened, the military coup took place, and it happened to be so unlucky, poor our people in our country, that every time we have a situation that happened, it's always there some other country. For instance, the military coup took place, and then suddenly Afghanistan situations happened, and then the Myanmar issue a bit pushed it away, and then Myanmar issues become hot items to talk about in the international news and media channel. Situation happened. Then Myanmar situation has been pushed back away, and again that international we try to national interest to put pressure on Myanmar situation. Then now happening with their just recent situation with Gaza situation, Palestine, Israel situation. So all of these that have many people don't know and wasn't aware of what's happening in Myanmar, especially the Miss Grand International announced to be hosted country. They show they lie, they manipulate. They show that years ago when the country is in a peaceful situation, a peaceful state, that moment of that image. That is not true. This is not situation. Is a lot of blood being shed on the street. Many people, many children, many students, many women, many men were killed during the military. And there's an ongoing war is happening. There is a village being destroyed, and a country is really destroyed. There is no peace. There is no in Myanmar. So I don't know how this happened, and how could this organization that let that happen show the different from Myanmar when there is people are dying and crying. This is a different situation. So I won't blame, and I won't be surprised that people are upcoming contestant of the Miss Grand International event for the 2024 to be in the competition. I don't blame them, but I would really ask them, and I would urge them as a beauty queen myself to study it first, and try to find out and make more research whether they should be considering of going and entering into the competition in the countries like Myanmar, whether it's safe. It's safe for them, or is safe for the event, or is safe for the audience, or is safe for every perspective. And having said that, how could to compete if I'm one of the contestants to compete in this Miss International Grand event? I wouldn't, because first of all, I would be considering country situation. I wouldn't go and have fun and enjoy when there is a lot of sadness. Things are happening in the country. So I
you
would
would
really
say
ask,
overall that,
I would
sorry, go ahead.
really ask all the contestants, I would really like to spread my message, and from today, and I would ask all my sisters queen to join, all the beauty pageant queen to join me together to do this, to host this Miss Grand International Myanmar. Absolutely no, because this shouldn't be happening. This is disrespectful to our 54 millions of people of Myanmar, and it's not safe to do so. And I would really ask everyone, all the organizations to reconsider, to canceling, not to do it, objecting for this event to be hosting in Myanmar. And I would ask all the future contestant, and current winner and current contest me to say no to do this event in Myanmar. Anywhere else should be fine.
Earlier in your answer, you went through major world events that have happened since after what happened in Myanmar back in February 2021. So the fall of Afghanistan, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, what we're seeing now in the Middle East. And as a result, you mentioned that you feel people have forgotten about the issue in Myanmar. You gave a message just now to the beauty contestants, but what would you say to all people of the world, wherever they may be, who are watching this interview right now, on how they can help Myanmar and its people?
Sadly, around the world, the whole world is having a heated tension are living in everywhere around. We think we are safe, but we're not safe. But at the moment, what we can say is where we are living is safe, especially in Australia. We are living in a safe country that where we still have our rights and freedom of speech and are able to speak up what we think is right. So what we can do as a human being, we should speak up. And I really would like to ask all the people that, I know that everywhere is happening, that where we are trying to help as much as we could help. And there are many things that happen that beyond we are able to help. But having said that, I would really want to ask all my friends and family from my Lebanese community and my Burmese community to be not too forgotten about what's happening in Myanmar, because Myanmar is still in crisis, and sadly, Myanmar has been forgotten by a lot of international community. And we are fighting against the military terrorists that where we are not able to have any support. And we are only supporting ourselves like from people to people. And we don't get any support, international support, such as weapon or such as any aid or anything. And Australian government has forgotten about Myanmar as well. So I would really like to ask everyone to join a time like this in a crisis. We should be not only care about Myanmar, we should be able to speak up about what is wrong and what isn't right, and what we can do to make it right, and how we can able to help to others, to especially those less fortunate people. And we have to think about ourselves, that how fortunate we are in this country, that what we can do to help is to speak up against inhumanity, and that we have to fight for the people's rights, to bring back the democracy and restore the democracy for the country, that every country that they deserve and every people that they deserve.
All right. Mr. Sophia Sarkis, on behalf of the Oz Arab Media team, I'd like to thank you for joining us today to share your story and for bringing attention to what's going on in Myanmar. And I'd also like to thank all our viewers for joining us today. Once again, thanks to everyone.
Thank you so much for having me to speak up about this Miss International Grand event to be held in Myanmar. And I truly appreciate for Oz Arab Media for supporting me all those time, to have believe in me of my belief and my cause. And thank you.
It was our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.